Hello gamers, my name is Seer Gamer and welcome back. We're on day 9 of the Oath of the Gatewatch spoiler season. Only one more day to go after this one. So we'll crack right in with the Bearer of Silence. It is 1 and a black for a 2/1 Eldrazi with Devoid. When you cast it, you may pay 1 and a colorless. If you do, target opponent sacrifices a creature. It also has flying and can't block. So yeah, that's interesting. It's 4 mana to get a 2/1 and get rid of an opponent's creature. It's not bad, it's not bad. Or it's just 2 mana for a 2/1 with flying that can't block. So, yeah, I could see that doing some interesting things. Not sure whether I'd want it, but yeah, he seems fine. Moving on though, we have a Dimensional Infiltrator. 1 and a blue for a 2/1 with flash and flying. Another creature with flash, that's impressive. It also has 1 and a colorless. Target opponent exiles the top card of his or her library. If it's a land card, you may return Dimensional Infiltrator to its owner's hand. That's interesting. It's repeatable, sort of mill, but it also has a way to return itself to your hand if you need to get it out in a pinch. That's interesting. I like it. I like it. It's got flash, so you can keep up your counter mana and just get rid of it. Well, not get rid of it. Get it onto the battlefield on your opponent's turn, if necessary. So, yeah, I like that card. It's not bad. Next up, though, we have Gift of Tusks. Single blue mana for an instant. Until end of turn, target creature loses all abilities and becomes a green elephant with base power and toughness 3/3. It's an experience you'll never forget. So this is very similar to a card from, I believe, Gatecrash, Rapid Hybridization, which was a single blue instant. Destroy target creature. That player gets a green... Is it a green blue or is it just a green frog lizard 3/3? Which is... This is basically the same, and it's a good way to get rid of, oh I don't know, an 8/9 that they happen to be swinging in with. If you have, say, General Tazri or something with 3 power and more than 3 toughness, you just hit it with that. And good thing is, that gets rid of all your colorless buffs, so if they do have an 8/9 Trampler that's being buffed by, what are those guys called? There's the blue colorless guys that give other colorless creatures you control either +1/+0 or +0/+1. So that will get rid of those buffs because it becomes a green creature, not a colorless creature. So that's nice. Yeah, it's a sort of card we've seen before and it does well. Moving on though, we have a Goblin Freerunner. 3 and a red for a 3/2 Goblin Warrior ally with Menace. 4 mana for a 3/2 with a bit of evasion. Yeah, that's fine. It also has a surge cost for 1 and a red. 2 mana for a 3/2 creature with evasion? I'll take it. Yeah, I like that guy. He's good. He's a 3/2 with menace. What's not to like? Next up though, we have a Hedron Crawler. 2 generic mana for a 0/1 artifact creature that has tap to add colorless to your mana pool. It's endearing in a mystical, pointy sort of way. Yeah, I like this guy, even if only for the flavor text. In draft, he's okay. He's always going to be a mana rock that is an emergency blocker, but yeah, he's fine. I like him. Next up, we have Inverter of Truth. 2 black for a 6/6 Eldrazi with flying. Yep, so that's a Desecration Demon. When Inverter of Truth enters the battlefield, exile all cards from your library face down, then shuffle all cards from your graveyard into your library. In its shadow, everything changed. So that's an interesting way to do 6/6 for 4 with flying with a setback or a downside. I'm not sure if I like this card. I don't think I do. I mean, if you're down to like 4 or 5 cards in your library, by all means, this guy. But It's not that often that you're going to get down that low in library. I don't think this guy's going to see much constructed play. But yeah, it is still a 6/6 with flying for 4, but it stops most of your draws afterwards. Maybe if you're self-milling down a bunch, I don't know. It's not something that you're probably going to see very often. Yeah. I mean, when it hits the battlefield, it's going to do some work, but yeah. I don't know. Moving on, we have a Seer's Lantern. 3 generic mana for an artifact that taps for colorless mana. It also has pay 2 generic mana and tap it to scry 1. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's a mana rock that has a scry ability. It's fine. And you can use that scry every turn if you have the mana for it. So yeah, not bad. Our final card from yesterday is the Warping Whale. 1 and a colorless for an instant. You choose one of the following. Exile target creature with power or toughness 1 or less. Counter target sorcery spell. Or put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creature token onto the battlefield with sack to add colors to your mana pool. So it's basically just an Eldrazi charm. Yeah, Charm's the one with 3, I believe. Yeah, Eldrazi Charm. It's not bad. I'm not sure how much that exile target creature with power or toughness 1 or less is going to hit. I mean, it'll hit Baby Jace, so there's that. Counter a sorcery, I'm sure that'll hit something. And get a Scion, which I'm thinking is probably going to be the least used, unless you're in draft and you just need to have that extra emergency blocker, but yeah. I like it. I like it. It's not bad. Yeah. I think that will definitely be good in draft. Because, well, it's got a bunch of choices for you to use. If they have what's a good sorcery spell in draft. Yeah, they've got Demon's Grasp. That's a 5 mana, basically just straight up killer thing. So you can counter that for 2 mana. You're good. But onto today's cards, we have Matter Reshaper. 2 and a colorless for a 3/2 Eldrazi. When Matter Reshaper dies, reveal the top card of your library. You may put that card onto the battlefield if it's a permanent card with converted mana cost 3 or less. Otherwise, put that card into your hand. This guy's pretty good. It's 3 mana for a 3/2, not bad. It'll definitely put some pressure on life, because that's pretty good. It's pretty good. But he can generate you card advantage, which is nice. This will hit lands, so if you happen to flip a land off the top, then boom, that goes on the battlefield. If you flip a cheap creature, I don't know, it's a Eldrazi Sky Spawner, pretty good one to hit with this, because it'll get you 2/1 with flying and a 1/1 on the ground. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I can see that definitely doing some work. This guy's probably a pack 1 pick 1, unless you find something else that's really good. Yeah. But our last card for today, Zendikar Resurgent. 5 green for an enchantment. Whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana to your mana pool of any type that land produced. The types of mana are white, blue, black, red, green, and colorless. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. One thing to note, it's any type, the mana that you add is any type that land produced. So if it's a dual land and you tap it for green, the additional mana you get can't be red even if it is a green-red dual land. It has to be a type that the land produced. So you tap it for green, you get an extra green. You tap it for red, you get an extra red. You can't tap it for red and get an extra green because that land can produce that type. But yeah, I like it, I like it. That's 7 mana to basically double your mana and only your mana, and getting you replacement cards whenever you cast a creature spell. I like that. That is very nice. That is probably going to replace my Hunter's Prowesses in my red-green landfall deck because that's basically used. I mean, it can be emergency get me cards, but yeah, I like this card. I like this card. But that's going to be it for today. We'll see you tomorrow for what is probably going to be the very last day of Oath of the Gatewatch spoilers before the pre-release on the 16th and 17th. I think. Is that the days of it? I don't know. Yeah, 16th and 17th. But yeah, see, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow for the last day of the Oath of the Gatewatch spoiler season. Bye bye.